And we're recording. This is episode 15, I believe, of Peaked in College.
I was
Um,
just gonna look it up.
yeah, I think it's episode 15. Thank you for your confirmation, Craig. Um, Coming off another long hiatus again. Just had different things going on in life. Different things that kept us from getting back on the teams meeting and chatting. So sorry, fans for giving you that long break, but we're just happy to be back.
Yeah, we took a quick sabbatical, but we're ready to fire through the summer. We got lots of fun things planned, and I
Yeah,
don't know. I love summer. It's fun.
yeah, big things on the horizon. What are your favorite things about summer?
I mean, I love just being outside. That's basic, but like just being able to like go outside, toss a football around. I live by a beach, so that's like playing spike ball. Being outside on a patio and drinking a beer. Does
How
it get better
far
than that?
how far are you from the beach?
A little less than a mile.
And
So
I don't know if I would necessarily call that like a beach if it's like Michigan, but
hey, there's sand.
there's
There's
sand
sand.
slash mud and a lake. So
Yeah. No, the beaches are actually pretty nice. They have a lot of sand volleyball courts, stuff like that. Like it's pretty. It's good sand. I'm not gonna go swimming, but
does it have like a specific name? I feel like it's like kind of popular and I've never been, but
yeah, I think it would be called like the North Avenue Beach. But like it's kind of a there's other ones that are less popular, but like that's the main one that people would go to. That I'm closest to. There's one
is
like
it
south of Soldier Field that's a little bit better. I think that's less popular.
are you gonna find yourself going to Bears games this year now that you live in Chicago?
I think I want to catch a Vikings Bears game. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Might
It's
as
pretty
well.
crazy how expensive like NFL tickets are though. I don't know if
Yeah,
Vikings tickets were reasonable, but I think Bears tickets are stupid expensive.
same. Yeah, it's like I'll probably invest in it. Do one game, but like doing more than that, I just
You're
it's
not gonna
tough.
buy season tickets.
No chance.
What are your favorite beach activities?
I'd say beach volleyball and spike ball are number one.
You're a big spike
Um,
ball guy, yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I guess I like reading or just chilling on the beach, like relaxing. But I kind of get restless. That's why I like doing stuff on the beach. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with bags and beers are good beach activities. Throwing the football, throwing the baseball. I always love doing that. Sometimes swimming, depending on how warm it is.
Yeah.
Um, I think my least favorite part of the beach though is like when you get all sandy, whether it's like your items that you have or your feet. And some places don't have like those rinse off stations. Then you just go home with like
That's brutal.
super sandy feet. I don't know.
Well, riddle me this. Actually, this is a good business idea. One of my like the bit life's biggest mysteries, right? Is so you go into the after you're playing in the sand, you go into the water to clear off your feet, right? And if they don't have a rinse off station, how do you minimize getting sand? Do you sprint, or do you like walk gingerly, or do you just accept it?
I think you just have to almost accept it.
Okay.
And that's the problem is you rinse off your feet and you're almost like marinating your feet to just stick to more sand as you walk away. So I think like having dry feet is almost the better way to keep the sand
Yeah.
off.
Then at least brushes off.
Yeah, because like you go in the water and rinse them off, sure, but then you have whatever walk across the sand to just get them free sandy. It just doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah. I'm with you. What are your favorite summer hobbies? Probably like mowing the lawn, that kind of stuff.
No, I haven't mowed the lawn since let's see, early high school probably. There's this
Okay.
old lady I used to mow her lawn, but my dad, sometimes he's grumpy about the lawn being mowed, but I think he actually like low key likes mowing the lawn. Like he goes out, it's kind of his escape. He gets on
Yeah.
the rider and just kind of cruises for a couple hours. We have a pretty big backyard back home, but he likes to like come in and complain and that he's hot and sweaty, and it'd be nice if I had some sons that help me mow the lawn. But overall, I think he likes getting out there and sitting and just getting away from the family for a couple hours.
Yeah, riding and enjoying the sun.
Every dad likes to mow the lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have
I'm,
to.
I'm excited to have my own lawn someday, though. I feel like I'm going to try to take care of it. My brother moved into a house and he like loves his lawn now. I would have never pictured my brother like worrying about
Interesting.
what his lawn looks like, but he like has the sprinklers. He mows it like a couple times a week, I feel like, and always just tries to stripe it nice. So
That's hilarious.
yeah,
Good
I
for
think
him.
it's
Good
just
for him.
just a natural progression of life as a man, moving into a house and just taking care of your lawn. It's just kind of what you do.
For sure. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I would always get mad at my parents for like wanting to sit on the patio. Like this is stupid. Like there's bugs. I get cold. This isn't fun. And like now as a little bit older, we love patios.
I love patio. I'm a huge patio guy, like a
Yeah.
like porch guy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just being able to sit out there in nature, get a little citronella candle going or some bug spray.
Yep. Get the bugs
You know,
away.
get the bugs away, have a couple beers. Just I think that's why you take care of your lawn so you can sit out there and look at your nice lawn. You don't want to look at like a crappy lawn.
Exactly.
So I think that's a measure of like how well you have your life together. I think is how well you take care of your lawn.
Yep.
Otherwise, that's a quick way to know like if people just don't have their stuff together.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think it's funny. I think the day that I realized that I love patios or porches was that we were scoping out some cool porches at in the Drake campus. Remember that?
In the Drake neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out the women's basketball team. They had an excellent porch.
A fire porch. If my
Fire
porch is
porch,
ever
yeah.
half of that, it's a success.
Yeah, that was a fire porch. Are you a big fan of the open porches or the screened in porches?
I think I like open more, but I don't know. I'm undecided. Sway
You
me.
feel closer to nature when with the open ones, or
I just feel
what leans you towards that?
I just think of a creaky, opening door that has what's it called? The screen door, there's screening around. I don't know. I'd rather just, I think, look out and not see screen, but sway me the other way if that's how you feel.
No, I think aesthetically, I think I agree with the open concept. But what I do like about the screened in ones is anti-bugs. Being able to be out there and not worry about the bugs is pretty nice.
Yeah.
It feels like a little more secluded that way. You can I would have to have like lots of windows, like a sunroom, with the porch aspect. But I think the screens kind of help you protect you from that. But the open concept, I think aesthetically looks a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, there's, what is it? The Citra, the candles.
Citronella,
Yeah.
I
There's
believe
stuff
they're
way to
called.
get mosquitoes away.
There's ways. There's definitely ways you can figure it out. I'm not a big off fan though. Like the bug spray. Not a
Yeah.
fan of
I
doing that
agree.
stuff. It usually stings. Usually
Smells.
smells. Like I'm not a big fan. Sometimes I'll just rather muscle out the bugs.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of bug bites on me right now. My whole entire body's itchy. I need to take some Benadryl or something. But I wanted to fight through it for this episode. I don't want to be sleepy for this episode, so I'm gonna fight
Appreciate
through
that.
it for the fans.
But that's they don't deserve you, David.
Yeah. Some people say it's courageous. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just pat myself on the back. But I don't know. It's just what I'm doing. Kind of a warrior, I would say. But
Yeah.
that's me. Yeah.
You're also going to be a
Um,
warrior moving all your stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Moving up here. We're moving apartments, getting out of the state of Iowa, which is going to be pretty wild. So that's why I'm in a different environment now. My office space is just full of crap. I need to get things organized. I'm moving in like 5 days. I haven't packed a single item yet. That's going to be on the grinds my gears for this episode and for episodes to come. Of just we talked about it a couple episodes ago, but moving is the worst thing on planet Earth. I think as far as just how expensive it is, how time consuming it is, how physically tasking it is. Moving sucks, man.
You're going to be grumpy. I can already sense it. Like, it's going to be 2 months of back pain and just complaining about the same stuff. You'll find new angles. You will, but
I know I need to make friends with like a chiropractor or something so I can just get some free tune-ups because after this move, man, I'm going to be shot. My back is just going to be shot. And you know what sucks? Another grinds my gears into that one is Facebook Marketplace sucks. I'm sitting here I'm moving in with my girlfriend, so I'm excited for that.
that's exciting.
She, wants me to get rid of some of my furniture. I understand. I have crappy like Goodwill furniture or whatever.
Dude furniture.
So yeah, I have dude furniture, so I'm trying to get rid of it. And Facebook Marketplace, I put it up like 2 weeks ago. No bites. Some people like message you about things. I don't know when's the last time you used Facebook Marketplace.
Since when I moved, I don't know. I didn't even have luck. I hated it so much. It like wasn't worth it.
I have no luck right now. Like I posted it all. I've had a few bites where they like message me and then they're like, "Hey, are you interested?" I think that there's like a button that like when you're looking through Facebook Marketplace, there's a button you click and it says like send to seller.
Yep.
Is this available or something? So I say like, "Hi, is this available?" And I say, "Yes, it's still available," and then no response after that. So sometimes I was getting like thirsty and reaching out back to them and being like, "Are you interested?" And then there's just no response. One person like messaged me the other day and they were like, "Hi, is this available?" And I said, "Yes, it is available." And then she messaged back and said, "No, thanks." And I was like, I didn't even ask like if you if you wanted it. She just said no.
You're the
Thanks.
one who told me that you wanted
Yeah.
it.
And I was like, you're the one that reached out first. So the biggest thing I'm trying to get rid of is like or trying to get money for at least is like my desk. Because I know specifically when I moved into this apartment, I didn't have a desk. So I went to Walmart, I bought a desk like in a box, I brought it home. My dad and I built it with our bare hands, blood, sweat, and tears and elbow
Yep.
grease went into it. And I'm just trying to get some return on it. So
Was that
not
like
getting
150
that.
bucks, 200 bucks?
No, I mean it's probably like $40 desk,
Okay.
but I'm trying I'm trying to get some return on my investment because of the labor that I put into it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So just being able to get something back for the work is just something I'm looking out for. It's kind of like an artist trying to sell their artwork. You know, they're not going to give it out for free. It's part of their work and part of what they do. So that's right now the most annoying aspect to me. And then this couch is going to be just a behemoth to get out of this apartment. So I was trying to have somebody come pick this up. I've been like changing the prices on everything. Like I knocked down all the prices, like a big
Yep.
summer
Smart. Smart.
blowout sale, but still no bites. No bites.
That's brutal. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I put some stuff up when I was moving from Louisville to Chicago, and I honestly like it was big stuff that like I was gonna have to help people move, and I was just like, it's just not worth it. So I ended up donating most of it and stuff. But did I ever tell you about Sophia's dresser? She ordered.
Maybe not. Tell me about
Okay.
it again.
So we were up in Chicago and she was looking for like a dresser for her clothes, and we have a nice kind of like master bedroom closet, but specifically she wanted like a dresser to go kind of below where the clothes hang. So like kind of unique dimensions. Went on to what's that website that has all the like Wayfair. Yeah. So went on Wayfair, ordered a
Wasn't Wayfair the website that was like selling children
yeah.
behind the
There's
scenes?
some there's some conspiracy theories about that.
So you got a dresser and a little boy for
Yeah,
the
no.
price of one.
So she orders this dresser that like has perfect dimensions, perfect. Doesn't come. So she messages them, they have good customer service and like, okay, we'll order you another one. Doesn't come. So this is now two dressers that have been ordered that we don't know where they are. She goes back in and realizes that the location was set to Louisville, our old apartment.
Oh no.
And so I had to go back to Louisville another time um, to like finish moving out because we had an extra like month and a half left on our lease when we moved out. And so there we had two extra dressers that we didn't know what to do with, just sitting in like our door, like in our little hallway. So I ended up donating them to like a church, but because they would just take them, I was like, what am I going to do with two unbuilt dressers? Like no one wants these.
Why didn't you bring
Um,
them back? Did you fly down there?
well, and then she ended up getting a third one sent. And
Oh,
Wayfair was just like, didn't care. They were just shelling out money.
yeah. I mean, with the profits they make from the children's
Yeah,
sales, they're not really worried about the desk.
exactly. Yeah, the children make up for that
Yeah,
profit.
that
So
fills the gap. Yeah, so they're not worried about the desk, but that's pretty crazy.
yeah,
So, was it difficult to build that the dresser?
yeah. It took me probably like an hour, hour and a half. Like not the hardest thing I've built. Like I've had some big IKEA things, but like it was pretty tough.
Yeah, building furniture is a pain in the ass. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
It's just
sucks.
not really my. I hate like following like a step by step instruction manual and just trying to like piece it together. Like, all right, where's bolt B? Like, I need bolt B. It took my dad and I like 3 hours, and we were yelling at each other and just sweating and on our hands and knees. It was just brutal.
Especially with like I mean Wayfair, I feel like the quality ranges, but like some of like if it's not well made, then like things don't perfectly fit together, and then that's super frustrating. I don't know if you experience that with your desk, but that's
Yeah,
rough.
sometimes like it just doesn't fit together. Like the
Yeah,
pieces are like slightly bent, and then it just like doesn't go well together. So you like almost need a whole new part, but you can't even do that. Like you just have to
right,
deal with it.
right.
So that's that. Yeah, and then my girlfriend and I are in the market for a new couch.
Ooh.
So have you been like furniture shopping or anything at all? Yeah, dude, it's cash. Holy cow, it is expensive, dude, for furniture. So we're trying to find like something nice. I mean, we were looking a little bit on Facebook Marketplace to see if there's anything on there. Like, but a lot of times, they're not really like the best couches in the world,
Yeah,
and they're still like not cheap. Like people are
right.
trying to get their money's worth out of them, which I understand. Like I'm trying to just get some money out of mine, but so then we're probably going to look at like a new couch eventually, but that's expensive
That's
and,
like a
and
grand,
hard to move. And
if not more.
yeah, probably, yeah, closer to two. So that sucks. We found this one on Facebook Marketplace and we hit the person up. They had two sets of like this couch and then a chair with a like little ottoman attached for like an amazing deal. I think they were like just a rich family in Nebraska or something that were getting rid of them. We hit them up within like 3 hours and both sets were gone. They just
No,
sold like immediately.
dang.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, we're going to keep our eyes peeled on the market and different websites and see if any sales come out. But right now, it's like not a great time, I guess, to buy
Yeah.
one.
Are you using a U-Haul?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So, what U-Haul size did you have when you moved? What size was it?
I got. What are the different sizes again?
I think we're getting a 10 footer.
Is there a 12?
Yeah, I think there's probably
I think
like a
I got the
12,
12.
14, and the 16.
Yeah, I think I got the 12.
And you put yours and Sophia's stuff in there?
Yeah, but we got lucky. We it was a brand new 12er. Like people like when I dropped it off, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I've never even seen one of these. This is like brand new." So that was pretty cool.
The workers
But
were just impressed by how nice it
yeah,
was.
yeah. Like when I dropped it off at the Chicago office, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like we never get these. This is insane." Um, but not to complain about gas, but your bill for filling that thing up is gonna be like $1,000.
Dude,
Those
don't
tanks are
remind me.
so big.
Don't remind me. It's going to be so expensive. Gas prices are so stupid right now. And filling up that bus is going to be so terrible on the wallet. Like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that already. It's going to be just the worst, probably the worst weekend of my entire life. And it's so sad because like it's something I'm looking forward to so much, like, you know, moving in with her and everything. But
Just want
like
it done.
having to go through the whole process is going to suck so bad. And I'm just trying to like get mentally through it and physically through it without just exploding.
Hey, if you and Jackie can make it through that, you can make it through anything.
It's a big step. Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
step. We're going to be pushing each other to the limit as far as the stress level and everything. So we're going to make it through with flying colors. I fully believe that, but it's going to be a rough weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, thoughts and prayers out to you too.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. So you told me that you have maybe a new segment that you wanted to do for this episode. So what do you think about, you know, giving that a swing here?
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. So there's a common phrase that where people say size doesn't matter or size does matter, and so we're gonna see how much David knows about size today, and we'll we can have our viewers comment, let us know if they think size matters or not. We're not here to debate that, but we're gonna see if David knows about size. So I'm
Okay.
gonna say two different things, and David's gonna say which is bigger. This could be any unit of measurement. I'll specify, and we'll see if David knows his size.
And I will say, I do not know what he's about to ask. So I don't know the actual answer. Are you going to be giving me the answer, obviously, after I guess?
Yeah, I'll say the answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sweet. Okay. All right, well,
Okay.
let's go ahead and get started. What do you got for me?
What is bigger, 100 gigabytes or the entire Wikipedia database? I started off with an easy one. This should be easy.
Yeah, I didn't know we would be doing this kind of units of measurement, but I would go ahead and guess the entire Wikipedia database is
Nope.
bigger than 100 gigabytes. What?
Yep. The entire Wikipedia database is about 53 gigabytes of data.
Well, why are you saying that's an easy one? That is not an easy one.
I was just a fool. It was just a fool. The other reason why I thought, you might be really good at this is because you're a pharmacist. So you're a science bro. You've been doing units of measurement your whole life. I don't know what pharmacists do, but I think you're counting pills and making sure that people don't have too big or too small of a dose. So you should be familiar with this. Okay.
5 at a time. I'm really good at that.
Do you know what a scruple is?
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, that leads us
for surgeries, like to cut people open.
No, it's a unit of it's a unit of weight equal to 20 grains, and this is a unit of measurement that was developed by apothecaries. Okay.
Yeah, I know of grains. I'd never heard of scupulas.
Okay. So what is bigger, 700 scruples or Starbucks venti coffee?
So it's volume?
Yes.
700 scruples sounds like a lot, but I know a venti is, I think, the really big coffee from Starbucks. Basically, it's so large. Yeah, I know my Italian, I think. So venti is the big, tall one, which is stupid. That's another thing we can get into, is just how stupid the Starbucks size thing is.
Yep.
Like,
I agree.
Why would a tall, isn't a tall the smallest one available? Why would they call it a tall? And then they have grande, which means big, and that's not even a big, that's like a medium. Right. And then you have venti, which I think is like, must mean mega jai or something in French, but like I think venti does not sound like very big.
Yeah.
Do they sell Trenties too? I think I've heard Trenties. Is that like a super extra large?
I should know. My girl Sophia always gets bunch of chai tea lattes in the different sizes. So I should know by now, but I don't.
I think it's just ridiculous the way they do sizing there. And you just look like an idiot when you go to Starbucks. Like, I'll go get my girlfriend a drink once every 6 months, and I don't know what, I'm ordering. So I just ask for a medium, and they're like, what's a medium? And they make me say it, So I think they're just fishing for me to screw it up and accidentally order one that's like $48.
Sometimes it is.
So my answer is going to be the venti Starbucks drink is bigger.
0 for 2. 0 for 2. A venti is
Okay.
about 500 scruples, so you're about 200 scruples short, David.
200 scruples off. Okay. Oh, so scruples must be pretty small unit of measurement. Then.
Yeah, equal to 20 grains.
Oh, grains. Yeah, I should have thought of like grains of rice. You know, how many grains of rice? I don't think it's the same thing, but it's just maybe a way you can think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Apothecaries came up with this.
What else
All
you
right,
got for me? Because I'm
last one.
struggling with this.
Yeah.
Okay,
0
what
for
else
2.
you got?
This is our last one.
I like it though.
We'll
It's fun.
some easier ones next week. All right. What is bigger? 1,000 months or 13 times the length of World War II?
Oh, you're testing my history knowledge too.
Yeah.
I think World War II was like, what was it, like 4 years long? It was long, I think, but I could be just way off here. So you said what times the World War II?
13 times World War II.
13 times World War II. So I'm going to put it ballpark at like 48 years. And you said what? You said how many months?
1,000 months.
Okay.
1,000 months.
I'm going to go 1,000 months.
1,000 months is longer than 13 times World War II.
How long is World War II?
World War II was 72 months.
Dang.
So 6 years.
All right. Well, 4 years wasn't a terrible guess.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm impressed. So
the first couple of years are, the first couple of years are just getting warmed up, getting people involved. The last 2 years are kind of things fading off, trying to reach agreements, Hitler killing himself, things like that. So
yeah,
I think 4 years was like the meat and potatoes of the war.
Yeah. And then, exactly. It took a while for the U.S. to join. So well done. So 1 for 3. We'll get to some less abstract ones next show.
I mean, 333 batting average gets you in the Hall of Fame 100%.
Yeah. So right now we think that David doesn't think that size matters, but we'll see if that's proved otherwise.
Yep, we'll see. I like the segment. We'll keep it in, come up with some good ones for next episode, and maybe we'll have a guest and see what they think. I'll let them go first and embarrass themselves instead of me doing it for myself. So. Well, I have a couple would you rathers. I wanted to see what you thought about these. So maybe just good little discussion points here.
Let's do it.
So I think we should also post these as like polls. So keep your eyes peeled on my Instagram stories. I'm going to do the polls, and I want to see what the fans think of these would you rather questions. So
yep.
Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Oh God, I think dance. I can't sing. Like I can't dance either. But like dancing, like most people aren't good at dancing. Some people are good at singing. I am brutal at singing. So
would you say you're worse at singing or dancing?
Singing.
I'm pretty bad at both. Yeah. I also think that I'm good at singing. Like, when I'm driving by myself, I can like usually harmonize with like the music, but sometimes I'll just like stop the music and see if I can sing it on my own. And it sounds like an animal is dying in the woods. It just sounds horrendous.
You hang out with Nate more.
And I'm definitely not a dancer. Like I just look like I have to pee or something. I don't know. I can't. Like when I get a few alcoholic beverages flowing through me, I like to bring in the shoulders. We'll get the shoulders warmed up. But I think a lot of dancing's in the hips, and I'm stiff in the hips, real stiff in the hips.
Yeah, that leg injury or knee injury didn't help, but
just not good torque out of my left side now.
So what would you choose?
I think I would have to go dancing as well, even though it would be really embarrassing. And like I said, I'd have to look like a guy that has to pee or on some sort of illegal medications. I would say that dancing would just be the more socially appropriate thing than just singing. Imagine being in like a meeting at work or trying to counsel a patient. I just start breaking into song, especially working like retail when they have music in the background. I had to sing every song. Like I would just not be productive. But if I could dance along, I could dance and fill medications and kind of multitask,
Yeah, a little shimmy.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you for your response. I appreciate it. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Jail.
Why is that such a fast response?
I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about comas, but like, I think I don't know, that scares me. Like, I'd rather go to jail and know I'm going to come out like healthy, like ish.
Well, no, in this scenario, you come out normal, you just miss 10 years of your life.
I still think I'd rather have that extra 5 years. I do.
You would go through every single day in jail for 5 years instead of just basically like hibernating for 10?
I think so. Yeah. Is that? I'm curious what our listeners would say because I feel like this is an easy one for me.
See, I'm 100% on the other side of the spectrum for me
Okay.
on this one. I would way rather be in a coma where I don't have to wake up every day and be in jail, potentially like, just have terrible food every day, just be bored out of my mind, the potential to be like sexually assaulted every single day of my life. Like I'd rather just be in a coma in a hospital bed or something and like wake up and yeah, you'd miss a lot of time in your life and probably a lot of things would change by the time you're done. But 5 years is a long time too, and having to like live through like each day in jail would be absolutely terrible.
And I think that's maybe where we differ is I think I know it'd be terrible. 5 years in jail would be brutal. I'm not trying to be not
You think jail
sensitive
is
to
easy,
that.
it sounds like.
No. I know. I'm sure it's very difficult. But I think that the 5 years that I'd gain outside of jail would make it worth it.
Yeah. I guess time is valuable, but I think you'd also kind of be a little scarred from being in jail for 5 years, would you not? So I mean, you're going to come out, you're going to have at least 5 years of buffer time where you're getting adjusted. You got a little PTSD. You got a little, you've had that traumatic experience where you're going to have to kind of ease back into life. Or a coma, you're up and you're ready to rock and roll.
But like you're not even if you're in a coma, we're gonna have the iPhone 3000, and you're gonna not know how to use that.
You're going to be way behind. Yeah, you're not wrong. But you're not going to have an iPhone in jail. I'll promise you that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
5 years though, we're only to the iPhone 1500.
You could have visitors in jail. That would be nice. Your coma, You're not going to be able to talk to anybody, obviously. So I see where you're coming from for sure. I don't think you're just a complete idiot for picking that one, but I would definitely rather be in a coma. So
Okay.
I'm glad we disagreed. It's a good one to bounce back and forth on. All right, last one. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up internet for the rest of your life?
Woof. Is that like all internet, like Wi-Fi, 5G, like everything?
I think so.
Oh wow.
You're struggling with this one.
I think I have to go.
Tell me
AC
what's
and
going
heat.
on in that brain of yours. What's cooking?
Yeah, like I mean, what like I work online. Like everything I do is online.
Yeah,
and
you couldn't be remote anymore. You'd have to go into the office, and all
even
your
at the office,
all your office internet, your work stuff works in this environment. But you can't scroll Twitter. You can't watch Netflix.
Yeah. I think you know what I think I'd stand by that. I think I'd just move to a better climate. I think I'd keep internet and I'd figure out a way where, first of all, too, I'm okay with it being hot. I don't mind the heat. So AC doesn't really, I could live without AC. It would be brutal, but I could do it. It's
Have you ever
the
lived
cold that
without
I'd worry
AC?
about. Yeah, I think when I was in Spain, we didn't have AC. We just had fans and stuff.
Okay, well, in the U.S., have you ever had an apartment where like you just have like a wall unit AC, or do you always have central air?
In my house in Louisville, I think we had okay, I think it was bad central air. We had one of our roommates even put in a wall unit, but so I guess I haven't really endured just bad AC. So maybe I'm off, but
yeah, maybe it's easier said than done for you.
Yeah. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree though. I would say I would rather give up like heating and air conditioning for sure. I think having no internet would just be so devastatingly boring. What temperature do you and Sophia usually have your place at?
She puts it at 68 at night and then like 70. Well, then I put it to 70 during the day because I'm at home during the day. But if I'd put it at 76, I don't care.
So you're okay with it super hot?
Yeah.
It sounds like Sophia likes it cold.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Sophia would rather have air conditioning than internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm usually like a 68 to 70 guy. I would say if I had to pick something, anything over 70 starts feeling warm.
Okay.
My apartment.
I've got ice water and shorts for that. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. You can only get so naked, and like, having the wall AC unit, like my living room is comfortable, but like the thing is so loud. Like I have it off right now because we're recording, but when I have it on, it sounds like a jet is trying to take off. And then my question is, why do they not put wall AC units in like bedrooms as well? Why is it only in the living room? Because it never reaches my bedroom. My bedroom's like 20 degrees hotter than my living room is usually.
You'd almost prefer. I mean, would you prefer it to be in your like bedroom?
I think I would, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I could be hot while I'm watching TV and that's okay, but I can't sleep hot, you know?
Right.
So
Yep.
like right now I keep my bedroom door open. I have this blasting overnight, and then I have like some fan that my buddy John gave me as a move-in gift. It's like this high-powered industrial fan to blow the cool air back into down the hallway through to my bedroom. It works pretty well. And then I have the ceiling fan going, so like it's still hot. So I don't really
Yep.
know. You know, you can only do so much. So
Do you have central air in Nebraska?
I believe we will have Central Air in Nebraska, so that's a big upgrade for
Huge.
sure. That's huge for
Huge.
morale. Yeah, huge for morale. Yeah, I think we're gonna have in-unit washer dryer. That was on the checklist. You know, I
Huge.
haven't had in-unit washer dryer, so that's a big one, big step in the right direction.
Yeah, if you and Jackie can make it through the move, you're through the finish line.
Yeah, just got to power
Those
through the move.
amenities.
Got to power through the move for the amenities. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. I'll keep some would you rather's for the next episode. I think we
Okay.
did enough of those. Do you want to do top three today? And just end it on that, you think, or
Yeah, let's
what do
do
you
it. Do you have a top three?
I was trying to think. So I I've been on a couple short road trips lately, and I like to just run into the gas station, get like a quick snack, before taking off on the road. So I was thinking today we could do top three today, gas station snacks.
That's good.
And
Okay.
that could
I
be,
like it.
it could be, we can even do a 2-for-1 special where we do top three gas station snacks and top three gas station beverages.
Okay.
I think we can go through them quick enough to
I like
make
it. Yeah,
it
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
All right.
Let's
All
rip it
right.
out.
So why don't you start and we'll want to do beverages or snacks first?
Bevies.
Bevies. Okay. Okay. I'd like to hear, I'm going to put up maybe a poll of that too. I'd like to hear what people, what are their favorite snacks? Maybe I need to try something new. Maybe I'm just limiting myself to
Yeah.
just the snacks I know and love. So, maybe I need some recommendations from the fans out there. So maybe I'll put something out, see what people think. But, all right. So what's your number three of snacks? Or did you say bevies first?
I said bevy, but
Okay, let's go beverages first. My bad. I wasn't listening.
Okay. So I want to do bevy first because I don't drink soda. So my options are limited when I get to a gas station. I have a clear one that I always get if I'm like on a long road trip. So honestly, 2 and 3 are kind of, meaningless to me because I rarely get them. But I will say I do enjoy an Arizona iced tea. I do get those once in a blue moon, and I'm genuinely pretty happy when I get them.
The only thing on in the United States of America that's resistant to inflation, Arizona iced teas. You can get like those huge things for 99 cents.
99 cents.
Since I was a middle school boy going to Walgreens to get snacks, it's pretty incredible. Shout out Arizona iced tea for resistant inflation. More people should take a stand against inflation like Arizona iced tea. Any particular flavor?
I normally mix it up. What do you do?
I don't drink iced tea usually.
Okay.
I'm a hot tea guy. I'll drink hot tea.
Okay.
So, but they do look fire. They have great like advertising. They have great what do you call it? Like marketing. Like their cans are pretty visually stimulating.
Cool.
So
yeah,
they're pretty cool looking cans. And
100%.
great value. A lot of volume. That's a good choice.
But do
they fit in the cup holders of the car?
In my car, they do, but they are a little wide, a little girthy.
They're a little girthy. Maybe
we'll
bring a water bottle and pour it in there.
Yeah, we'll have to do an Arizona iced tea comparable to another.
Does size matter? Is Arizona iced tea fit in a cup holder of a car of a normal sedan or something? I don't know. Okay, that's a good answer. So you don't drink any soda at all?
I'll answer that with number 2. How about that?
Okay. What about energy drinks?
I don't. I just haven't liked them. I haven't gotten into it.
My number 3 is going to be an energy drink. Then I'm going to go with Monster, the original Monster. I know it's horrendous for your body, but I like the OG Monster. It brings me back to like watching the X Games as a kid. I kind of feel like one of the X Games athletes when you get to the bottom and just start, drinking your sponsored Monster. Tiger Woods is sponsored by Monster, so I just like to compare myself to those kind of athletes. I think it just fits me well. I think it has the best taste. It gives me revved up, gets me through the drive. So that's my personal choice is the original Monster.
Okay. I honestly, I need to check one out because I've actually never had one just straight up.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're not a soda guy, I don't know if you'd really like a Monster, but
I mean, it's so like the reason why I get beverages at gas stations is because I'm tired and I need caffeine, and so
that'll jolt you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sensitive to caffeine? Are you like if you drink a soda at 8 o'clock, you'll never sleep?
No, I don't have a huge I have a little bit of a tolerance built up, but it's not too bad.
Okay.
But it's also not the other way. Like if I'm tired, I sleep.
Fair enough.
You?
I'm not that sensitive to it. I would say that's why I need like an energy drink to really get me going. I'm not a coffee guy. I don't ever drink coffee, so I need that energy drink to really get me through. Otherwise, soda just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Usually go for soda for the taste.
Okay. That's a good segue into my second. The one soda I do drink every once in a while is root beer.
Oh yeah, root beer slaps. Like
yeah, a root beer is my number 2.
but a lot of root beer doesn't have caffeine.
That is true. But still, sometimes maybe I've got enough energy. I just need something to sip on. Then I go with the root beer.
What's your favorite brand of root beer?
I think I got to go A&W.
A&W slaps, yeah.
Over mug,
it has like a vanilla kick to it for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the A&W root beer. Yeah.
My grandparents have these A&W mugs that they frost, and then we'd have A&W.
Oh, yeah. You can't beat that with a wooden stick.
No,
that's a great drink, yeah, with dinner. Okay, excellent choice, Craig. I'm gonna go a similar theme with my number 2 and go with cream soda Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper cream soda.
I have, and I did like it. That is one that I would have. That is a soda that I don't have, but I would.
Yep. So usually at Casey's they'll have like a 2 for $3 or something like that. So you just snag 2 of those bad boys, drink one, put one in the fridge for later on the road trip home. That's an excellent beverage to just sip on the ride.
Cool.
It's also a big factor to whether you can close the top of what you're drinking, or if you're freelancing and keeping it open. That's always a tough one too. You don't want to splish splash around with some open cans. You got to be careful with what you're choosing.
Yep. That's a good call.
Especially if the Arizona iced tea doesn't fit, and then you got to hold it and try not to have it splash around.
That is danger. That is danger.
Yeah, that's just a recipe for disaster.
That's why it's number 3.
Okay. I can appreciate that. All right, what do you got for number 1?
Just coffee. It's my favorite way to intake caffeine, as opposed to energy drinks, as opposed to snorting it. I like a good old coffee.
And black, just straight black coffee?
Straight black, yep.
I can respect that. Usually, I don't know, what are coffees affordable at gas stations?
Yeah, I mean, they're crap, but it's fine.
Coffee's coffee, yeah. Black coffee's kind of black coffee at that point, I feel like.
I feel like I'm at a weird spot where I do like really good, like fresh, well-made coffee. Like I am kind of picky with coffee, but when I need caffeine, I'd still rather have, crappy coffee than like an energy drink. So.
Okay, that's fair. Do you ever drink those like canned or bottled coffee drinks, like the Frappuccinos?
They're so expensive. And I'd rather just do coffee. I have, but there's so much sugar, then I crash. So that's why I stick to coffee.
Okay, that's fair enough. I think my number 1, always go to, no matter what the gas station. If they have it, it's amazing. I go with a slushie, particularly like Mountain Dew or Blue Raspberry, or even better, a combination of both. So I'll go through. I'll just spritz a little Mountain Dew in there, spritz a little Blue Raspberry, top it off with a Mountain Dew Freezy, and we got like a beautiful slushie for the car.
That's a good one. Yeah. Especially as we're approaching summer. That sounds like it slaps.
It's a great summer beverage, yeah. But you got to be cautious if you're driving somewhere and you got things to do. You like to steer away from the Blue Raspberry. You don't want to be that guy showing up with the Smurf mouth. You want to just make sure you stay away from the Blue Raspberry. But overall, the Mountain Dew is a safe choice. It tastes really good. Doesn't make your mouth a different color. Just a great choice overall.
Wise.
Thank you. All right, let's transition over to the snacks. What's your number 3 for gas station snacks?
It's a staple. I like to kind of mix it up and kind of get one salty, one sweet thing. Oh, timeout.
Let me take a guess of what you like, because you seem to me like a combos guy. Are you a combos guy, Craig?
I am not. My sister loves combos.
I never had combos. I think I've had them once or twice, but they don't seem that good to me. I mean, there's some that maybe I would eat, but they kind of seem like a weird snack to me.
I've had them, and they're fine. I've gotten them. I haven't gotten them again, if that makes sense. But they were satisfactory.
Fair enough.
But yeah, my number 3, I always normally get like one salty, one sweet, and I almost always get Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh, okay. That's risky for a car ride, though. You're torching the mouth. You got red fingers. So that's kind of a bold choice for a road trip. But
yep.
But I like
it. Makes me also drink things then, because then it gives me to drink the caffeine, which keeps me awake.
So you like to combine Hot Cheetos with a non-water beverage?
Yeah, sometimes.
See, I just like to have water with them. When I'm spicing up my mouth, I like to just cool them down with some water. But then I'm pounding water, and then I got to piss. So then you're in kind of a rough situation there, where you're kind of in.
But at least you're awake.
Yeah, true. That those are a good way to like just keep you awake. You're not going to be eating hot Cheetos and falling asleep unless you're
Right.
like a common white girl,
Right.
just eating them in bed
Right.
before bedtime. But okay, that's a good choice. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. One year for my birthday, my parents got me like Sam's Club size Flamin' Hot Cheeto bags, like just mega giant Flamin' Hot Cheeto bags, because that's how obsessed I was with them as a kid. Like
Wow.
just eat them like nonstop. That probably explains my severe acid reflux that I have now as an adult. I didn't really put two and two together, but that could be it. Could be contributing at least. Okay, my number three, I'll have to go with sunflower seeds.
Oh,
There's
that makes
there's
sense.
I love to have sunflower seeds. I used to play baseball, always used to have sunflower seeds handy. I like to just chew on them. It keeps me awake. It feels like you're doing something. I go with like the sweet and spicy David's brand over from
Okay.
Casey's. So huge sunflower guy. Worst part about sunflower seeds is you got to always have an empty container to spit them in. You got
Yeah,
to make
that
sure
that
you
is not
have like.
clean.
Sometimes I forget one, and then I just have a brand new, beautiful bag of sunflower seeds just calling my name, and I can't spit them into anything, so I just can't eat.
Sorry, what flavor did you like? Do you like seasoning on them or?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're called sweet and spicy.
Okay.
They're David's brand. They're really fire. People should try them. They're like kind of orange and purple, I think, the labels of them. Just excellent. There's some out there that I like too. I'm a big barbecue guy. Occasionally get the ranch. But originals, I think, just a little too bland for me.
Okay.
I like to have the zest to them. But I think they're really bad for you, actually. Like they don't seem like it, but I think they have a lot of like salt on them, and they
Just, I mean,
just
you're just eating salt. That's what it
yeah,
is.
they just rocket your blood pressure up. So.
Okay.
So just be cautious of that out there. If you have hypertension, maybe steer away from the sunflower seeds.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a sunflower seed guy. I never played baseball, so I can't relate. But it's your list, not mine. So
Hey, thanks for respecting me at least.
yeah.
Okay, what do you got for your number two?
My number two is actually a new one. It's a refound love. Snickers.
Oh, okay. Just
And then
original Snickers.
yeah, just original Snickers. I hadn't had one for a while, and I had one the other day. And I was like, I need to get this way more often. So I think it's just satisfactory. It's just what I need sometimes in a car, and I'm gonna be getting a lot of Snickers in the summer,
You're
even with
not
the melty chocolate.
you're
I'll go
not
for
you
it.
when you're hungry, Craig.
Yeah.
Sorry for looking at my phone here. I'm trying to think of what the exact name are. I know what they look like, obviously, but um, okay, I got it. So my number two is Fritos honey barbecue flavored twists. You ever had these bad boys?
I have not. Those look good.
They're fire. They're fire. Excellent taste to them. It'll keep you awake, keep you munching on those things. You also have the messy fingers. So you got to make sure you have some napkins handy, some paper towels handy. They should build like a paper towel roll within like your glove box or something, so you can just kind of open up your glove box, rip off a sheet of paper towel, wash off. So you don't have to
Yep.
keep, like old McDonald's napkins and things like that. You could always just have a handy paper towel roll.
Yeah.
That's something
Brilliant
people should start
idea.
thinking about.
Drive up the cost more, but you
You know what
know,
else would be nice in a car? It could be in the center console or the glove box. Is a cooler. If they had like a
mm,
cooler in there, like
that
not
would be
like a
cool.
cooler that you put ice in, because then you have to maintain it, but like a refrigerator.
Yes, yes. Now
Like
you
if
can
your
like
car's
it doesn't have to always have it on, but if it's a big road trip, then you can spend the extra gas. Yeah,
yep,
smart, smart.
yeah.
Sounds like a
So
bougie car.
kind of a bougie car, but hey, cars start thinking about that aspect. I think that's a cool amenity to have in a car is a
Yeah.
refrigerator to stock your beverages in, because people don't like warm drinks. People don't like to stop all the time to get new
No,
drinks. You want to keep them cool. Keep the extra drinks handy in the glove box. The other Arizona iced teas, the Mountain Dews, the Dr Peppers. So keep those.
brilliant.
Yeah. Well, that's my two. What's your one?
My number one is sweet tart ropes. Have you ever had those?
No, I've never had them.
They are. I pulled up a picture.
Sweet tart
I don't
ropes.
know if you can see that, but they are
Okay.
so good, so good. You have to try them.
Are they chewy?
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah. So they're
they're chewy,
chewy,
like gummy kind of.
kind of gummy. Yeah, kind of gummy, and then there's like a kind of like a sugary filling in the middle. Those are Sophia found those, and it's
Okay.
it was
I'll
it was
put
a
it on my
great
I'll put it
find.
on my list of things to try.
Yeah.
Shout out Sophia for the recommendation.
Yep.
I'll look into that. My number one. This is tough, because I would say I probably have about a list of 15 or so honorable mentions. Where going depending on when you go to the gas station and what you're feeling that day or
Yep.
that moment, you're going to choose something different. But I think I would go my number one candy and number one food I like to have is Reese's. So there's a lot
Mm,
of different varieties. I don't discriminate.
Basic. Yep.
Sometimes I go with the original, king size peanut butter cups and just get like 3 or 4 of those bad boys in the sleeve and just smack those on the ride. But again, might get some chocolatey hands. If it's the summer, they're going to melt quick. Those would be good to toss in the little center console fridge.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a little cooled chocolate. That's something to think about. But that's probably my number one, I would say, is going with the candy and then topping off the sunflower seeds with some candy.
Okay, good. That's a good combo.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well,
Overall, it was a good segment. I appreciate hearing
Yeah.
your snack ideas. I feel like I already have some new recommendations I can go try. I'm not going to do the black coffee, but I will try the sweet tart ropes. So I'll let you know how those go. Maybe we can do a review in the next episode. I'll eat them
That'd be
live
fun.
on the episode and just be smacking them. So
And all those fancy Fritos.
yeah, fancy Fritos. Give those a shot. I think you'll really like them.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you want to talk about this episode, or just save it for next episode?
I think it's good. Yeah, this was fun. Good kickoff to the summer, and we got a lot of fun things ahead. Happy moving.
Yeah, thank you. It's not going to be happy, but I appreciate the good wishes and the blessings. I'll probably have to take out another loan for all the gas that's going to cost me. So it'll be a fun adventure. I'm looking forward to just being done with it. Residency's almost done. That's a huge step forward in my life. Another big chapter. Going to be turning a lot of pages in the book of life in the next few days to weeks. So good vibes to you and Sophia, and thank you for making time for me and chatting for an hour or so. So we'll get this episode posted. Thank you for all those that are listening and have stuck it out through the end of the episode. Post some polls to see what the fans think. I like to get the fans engaged. Let us know if you have any good would you rather questions that you want us to talk about and discuss. Usually Craig and I, we found that we disagree on a lot of different would you rather. Yeah. I usually think it's a good segment for us.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right. Well, sounds good, Craig. I appreciate your time. Let's see if I can get this figured out, how to stop recording. Maybe. Okay. I got it. All right. This was episode 15 of Peaked in College. Craig, thanks, buddy. As always, it's been a pleasure.
This was great. Thanks. Peace out, David.
See you, buddy.